My name's Mark Deal. I'm the Executive Director of the Eye Association, which is our letter winners organization of our former letter winners of all sports. We have 3 of our board members here today that I want to introduce to make sure I get them introduced here. Our Vice President, Kurt Simic. There, Kurt, wave your hands. Everybody knows you. Board member, Aaron Harrell, golfer. And board member and softball alumnus extraordinaire, Tony Gray.
Oh, we know her.
Tonight we gather to celebrate a truly extraordinary chapter in collegiate sports history, the legendary 1986 softball team and their unforgettable journey. This is not a story of athletic triumph, but one of unwavering determination, resilience, and unity. Before I go any further, Pam wrote this. Okay.
She's our historian.
I'm not that smart. Let's travel back to 1985 for a moment. The Indiana softball team ended that season with disappointment and unfinished business. Their dream of a championship was ripped away in a series of hard-fought losses. Yet, rather than letting defeat define them, these remarkable athletes returned with a renewed vision and purpose. They set their sights on Omaha and the Women's College World Series, vowing to leave nothing on the field but their very best. Under the inspiring leadership of coaches Gail Blevins and Diane Stevenson, both future Indiana Athletic Hall of Famers, the team transformed hardship into fuel. Their mantra became softball together, Omaha, echoing in every practice and every moment of doubt. The coaches didn't just shape players, they molded women of perseverance, teamwork, and strength. To this day, team members credit these leaders for pushing them to achieve their goals. The 1986 squad, Team 13, was a powerhouse of talent and heart. With only 13 players, they clinched 45 wins, captured the Big Ten championship, dominated the Midwest Regional, and secured a third-place finish in the Women's College World Series. Senior Amy Underbrink and freshman middle name? Rafiq? Okay, thank you. White, the team's dynamic pitching duo, delivered historic performances, including 6 no-hitters, 2 perfect games, and 441 strikeouts. The defense was fierce, while the offense racked up an incredible 455 hits, each moment a testament to grit and teamwork. 40 years later, you can find members of this team all over the record books. As we celebrate these student athletes, we also honor the lessons that transcend sports. Be grateful for those who challenge and inspire us to be better, both on and off the field. Also set challenging goals to work to achieve them. Softball is a team sport, and we all contributed to success of the team. Right now, I'd like to join me in presenting the 1986 College World Rings, the 1986 College World Series. I'd like to introduce, for a few words, is IU head coach Shonda Stanton. Coach Stanton has had terrific success at IU. 7 consecutive winning seasons, 3 consecutive NCAA appearances. And she is transforming Indiana to once again become a power in the Big Ten in softball. Yeah. Coach Stanton.
Can you fix the mic? You had the good voice. We're going to try and fix the mic there. Okay. It's on. Well, welcome everybody. We're so glad you guys are here, and we still have some golfers I want to mention today. We kind of merged a nice little golf outing with the 1986 team. So we have one of our premier sponsors here. You can see Tommy D's. So thank you very much. Canada, I would like you to know that we have a bullpen catcher in our midst. Where are you, Anthony? Raise your hand. Men's basketball players. So Chanda, look them up. See if we can get them on the roster out there, right, to catch bullpen. You always need one of those. We got an anonymous sponsor back there, but we want to talk about it too, right, Coach Kendra? But we appreciate those of you that golf. Terry, I did say that Terry was best dressed. Can we see those shorts? Stand up, Terry. Best dressed. Everybody agree with me? Is this working? Can you hear it? Or should I just yell? But I do appreciate you guys all coming out. Kurt, we appreciate you guys coming out. And we're going to do some interviews with you ladies, so I hope you'll partake. When we're done here, I'd like to get a picture in front of the video board with you guys up there. You guys look great. So cute at that age. Jenny, you delivered the Big Ten Championship ball, the Mid-East region, and the World Series ball. Yeah. So we're going to find the best place to put those. So thank you for delivering those. You know, that's awesome. You know, our young women have done an outstanding job today, have they not? Yeah. They've been fully engaged. And we appreciate you guys just interacting with them, engaging with them, connecting with them. That's the power of who. It was nice to listen in on AP, talking with Berger, and just career aspirations. You know, if there's something we can't do for you, we got a hardcore group of 1986 women and beyond, right? You know, if you're an alumni here like Z, you were on the what, 83, or you're 1983, 19 something, yeah. You got it, long time ago. You were a little older than these guys, right? Yeah. So if we have a couple alumni that are here that aren't on the 86 team, make sure you see Cassie. She'll get you some swag. We want to make sure you guys are taken care of as well. I lost my place where we were. Anyhow, we're going to take a picture out there, make sure we grab those balls, and then we're going to do, in that meantime, interviews. Okay, what I would like is maybe 3 or 4 of you at a time. You'll go into the locker room. You get whoever you want with your buddies. We'll send a player in there, and they're going to interview you. All right, and then Kurt's going to take some video, and I would like to interview Coach Ann and Coach Gail. Okay. You talk about 2 women that I would not be standing here if it wasn't for them. I'm the 9th coach in the program history, and we have you guys here. And that's what I aspire to their greatness. And their ceiling is my floor. No different than my athletes. You know, your ceiling is now their floor. And how exciting is that? Think how far it's come from Team 13 to Team 53. A beautiful facility. You know, when I had an opportunity when Indiana called, Chanda's from Indianapolis, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to hang on to her much longer, and I thought, I'm not promising anything, but I'll go interview. When I got here, I thought, I'd be crazy not to take this job. I knew the history and the foundation, what you guys have laid, so I knew we were standing on great footing and an incredible foundation that was laid the right way. And then from there, it's the Hoosier factor. Bloomington is gorgeous. You get a premier education. You got an administration, you know, top-notch administration. We have a president of this university who is a woman, a rock star, right? This place is phenomenal. So you young women that are sitting here getting to engage and touch a little bit of greatness, be so grateful. I love that quote above my desk. Be grateful for what you have, fearless for what you want. So I hope this weekend what you learn is some fearlessness. I already saw it out there, right? Playing a little spike ball. You probably needed a shower 3 times. Okay? So that's cool. So make yourselves at home when we're done here with the ring ceremony here in a minute. Play some games, enjoy some interaction. We do want to get our players with you guys to have a little one-on-one time where you're just in groups and they get a chance to interview you. So let's make sure we make that happen. Feel free to leave when you want with some more food and grub. But we appreciate you guys. And I think when you look at this group, you have it all. Whether it's Lynn reminding me about a birthday, somebody that just makes sure you're really people and take care of people. You know, whether it's the comedian and Veronica back there, right? Or Anastasia. Yeah, that's what it is, Anastasia. I knew I'd get it wrong, right? Anastasia. So you name it, every team has the same cast, different characters. It's kind of fun. And Pam, you do such a tremendous job of just keeping the history, you know, at the forefront. Because if you're not telling the story, then you don't know about it. And so, you know, I hate when you start putting names out there because I could name each one of you individually and really tie this room together, right? And Tony stays after us. She was at practice the other day telling him to catch with 2 hands. The game has changed a little bit, Tony, okay? So when you see them out there, I want them catching with 1 hand, okay? So you are welcome to come out and yell all you want, but I want them catching with 1 hand. Got it, Tony? You hear me? Okay. All right, without any further ado, you guys have come from all over the country, and Chanda and Cassie, make sure next time you get out west, probably you gotta take them hiking right. Last minute, we're always trying to find a place to go hiking on that 10-day recruiting trip, and it's a nightmare for us to figure that out. So make sure you West Coast people help her out, okay? And and help her out. Where are you, Chanda? Thank you to my staff. All the work you guys have done too to help put this weekend together. Yes, and Lord, you don't get many weekends off, so appreciate you coming out on a bye weekend to spend some time with us. Appreciate it. Jackson, you too, right? Filling in. So appreciate everybody being here tonight. Gail, come on up. Come on up. I tell you, not only, she's the X factor, right? If you look in the history of Indiana softball, one of the best coaches all time here, and that's what I'm chasing, is to be like you. And what's so impressive is when she left here, she did the exact same thing at Iowa. And she made Iowa great. And now one of her players that she coached is now the head coach at Iowa. We're going to step up our game this year because they are going to be better. They're going to be grittier. We're going to have the fundamentals and the foundation because Stacy was coached by her. And so at the end of the day, greatness leaves clues. And this woman has left clues in her footprint that, more importantly, she's left her heart print all over this program. And I want her to be able to come up and give the rings to these ladies. And Ann, I'd love for you to come up and hand them to them, or you can hand them to her, because there's no Gail if there's no Ann to start us in year one. So let's give these women their proper due. And pass you the mic. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, thank you.
Let's do it together.
Well, there you go.
I don't really know if I need this. Do I need this?
Yeah, it's not working, is it?
Can you
Just
hear
yell.
me? I need the mic? Okay, all right. Okay, first of all, I want to thank, before I thank your staff, I want to thank your team, because they put a lot of hours out here this weekend with us. Team 53, yeah. Mark, a special thank you to you and to the Eye Association. It's just, I can't tell you what it means to all these women to be valued and to be appreciated at this point in their lives. And so it counts for a great deal, and I'm honored to be up here and to represent them and for us to give the rings to them. I was trying to decide what to share with Team 53 about this team. First, I got to back up one. One member of our team did an unbelievable amount of work to help this whole thing take place, and that was Pam Lee. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. So to the staff, Shonda, your staff is amazing, and we all have a vested interest in you, not just in your team, but in your staff, and we care about what you're doing. And when you came to Iowa City last year, you remember I had a little bit of pains, but I wore some red because Iowa was not in the tournament at that time, so I could wear my red and not get run out of the place. And I had a few conversations with people as I left that day, but they totally understood. They got it. So congratulations to you. This is for Team 53. I've tried to decide what to share about these women, because those of you that have had a chance to talk with them individually, they're remarkable women. They are absolutely remarkable women. And that's what you're going to be as you develop in this program too. You're going to be remarkable women. And one day, we'll be coming back and celebrating you. So that's very important for you to know. These women understood on the most fundamental level what team was all about. They embraced everything that represented team. No role was too small within the team. No role was too big. Everybody took on whatever was asked of them. And that was including our managerial staff. They were amazing. They did a great job in just caring about every detail, and it's all the details. So, Diane did a super job in terms of coaching with me, but we had just remarkable women to have the chance to coach and to see them grow in the time that they did. Diane, or Pam, put together the comments with regard to the season before, and we were disappointed in terms of how we finished, because we wanted so badly, and you know what that feels like, so badly to be at that World Series. But that was the driving force the next year. It was the driving force. And so sometimes just keeping something in your mind really helps you understand the challenge that might be ahead. So they totally understood team. They embraced everything about team. I'm going to share one quick little story, which is something that happened to us as we were at the World Series. We won our first game. I believe it was La Tech, is that right? 10 innings, 1 zip. I mean, there were a lot of low-scoring games at that point, a lot of long games at that point. And then the next day we played Texas A&M, and they put a they put a hurt on us that day. Yeah, they hurt us. I think the score was 5-0, 6-0. Okay, now, Amy's not here, so I can talk a little bit about Amy. Amy would be about this much taller than all of us. And Amy was hurting, as she would be, as any of us would be, because you want, in the worst way, to put your best performances out on the field every time you're there. So the next day, we're getting ready to play, and we're playing Long Beach State, who happened to bring one of my athletes to the game because we left her at the hotel. I kid you not. Yep. That did happen. Pam Craig got left. And so I apologize for that. I was just mortified when I found out that she wasn't with us yet, but she got there. Anyway, we had to play Long Beach State the next day. I remember watching and talking with Diane about Amy. And Amy was analyzing everything about her body. Everything. What's wrong with my arm? What's wrong with my swing? What's going on? What's going on? And I remember talking to Diane and said, Amy's not ready to go. She's not ready to go. Roxy's going to pitch this game. She's going to get us started.
Yeah, Roxy.
Okay? Yeah, that's exactly what we did. So Roxy had battled through an arm issue through the season, but was still able to play. Her innings were more limited, but she gave us the unbelievable start that to this day, we don't win that game without Roxy starting that game for us. So again, it's embracing a role and being ready for your opportunity and making the most of it. And our defense was lights out. They got shot after shot after shot, and they hung in there. They knocked the ball down, they throw them out. You know, I mean, they were just so committed to making certain this worked. Here's what I saw as I watched Amy. She sat very quietly on the bench and just watched them, you know, applauded for her team. And then I saw her stand up and move forward a little bit. So my eye was on her, my eye was on my team. And so then she got a little closer to, at that time we had fencing across the front of the dugouts. We didn't have these lovely dugouts that we have now. So fencing across the front of the dugouts, she got real close and she had her hands in the fencing. And the next image I have of her is her face literally almost into the fence. And I thought right then, she was ready to go. And so Roxy held us in, and we made a substitution. Amy came in, and we beat Long Beach State. And I have to tell you on how we beat them, because it's important for you to know this. We beat them 1-0, right? And that game was 10 innings, I believe, too. 10 innings, okay. And we had a special play that we ran, and we called it the dump. All right? And you know who the expert dumper was at the plate? Was Kim McCune. Kim McCune, yeah. Kim McCune stepped up and put a perfect shot right on the second baseman. Who was my runner? Who was our runner? Come on. Who was the runner? Jenny knew that Kim would execute this. And so as soon as that ball was going towards second, Jenny was gone. The second baseman came up, pumped at looked at the plate, knew she didn't have any shot, threw her out first. We won 1-0 that game. So it just helps you to understand, no matter what coach asks of you, no matter what kind of role you have in the team, every role is important, and you never know when it's going to be the defining difference in terms of what you do as a team. Okay, so I just shared that with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Now here's Gail. You, Ann, since you are doing the presenting to Gail, you would present Gail's World Series ring. They are in order as I go here, like from there then to there. So, all right.
Real quick,
First,
people, you got to make sure that you figure out what the trend is when they get their rings on to get a little TikTok going. So make sure we get that going with this older, wiser group. They're going to get you in a TikTok with your rings. So think on that, ladies.
Unable to be here today, first of all, and I'm going to mail these women their rings. Chris Bach, manager. Chris was here last night and had to get back to Chicago. She's my favorite player on the team, okay, because she's a White Sox fan, like I am. Okay, we admit to being White Sox fans. Julie Haddon, who was here last night, and Julie had to leave, also our other manager, could not be here today. Catcher Mary Hasslinger, first baseman and outfielder Julie Smith. We talked about All-American member of the IU Athletics Hall of Fame, Amy Underbrink, okay, and this is so unbelievable. I got a text about a few minutes ago. And
The drum roll.
I got this text. I don't know what she was looking at. You look amazing, my friend, Diane Stevenson.
Yeah.
I said, love you and thinking of you. She said, love you too. We had it made, didn't we? And I've known Diane. We were in school together. We both lived in the Foster dorm. I drank a lot of beer with Diane. She probably drank more than I did. Love Diane. And one of my dearest friends, and when I came back here after coaching all over the country football for 16 years and came back to Indiana, and I found out she was our softball coach, it was awesome. And she would have me talk to the team before they play Purdue. And just, you know, I can't say enough great things about Diane and the friendship that we have. And also, and I called her up, but someone else that needs to be recognized if you don't realize, Ann Lauber is the first IU softball coach to take us to the College World Series in 1979. And also a tremendous volleyball coach here at IU, senior women's administrator at IU when Leanne Grotke left, and a well-deserved member of the IU Athletics Hall of Fame. And thank you. And since Gail, you've already done, I can skip that one. Okay, now to our players. First baseman, catcher, and designated player, Caroline Berger.
Yeah, Burger.
Thank you.
Yeah, stay up there, Burger. Burger, get out there.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, good hustle.
Three-time All Big Ten, Big Ten Freshman of the Year, and College World Series All-Tourney Team, outfielder Tammy Connor. Outfielder, All Big Ten, Academic All Big Ten, and Academic All-American, Pam Craig Smith.
You gave me the opportunity. Yeah, you bet.
Second baseman, catcher, and utility infielder, Stacy Hodge Van Hoy.
Way to go, Dan. Way to go.
Yeah, Stacy.
Two-time All Big Ten, two-time Academic All-American, third baseman, Pam Lee.
Everything.
And Pam, let me also add, and Gail already said it, but you drove this bus, okay? We're just on it, okay? You drove this bus, and you and I have been talking about this for a couple of years, okay? And we wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. Thank you. Shortstop, All Big Ten, Jenny McDaniel.
See, aren't you glad you came back? Yeah.
Second baseman, third baseman, Golden Glove winner, Kim McKeon.
Oh, that's good for it. Good start.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Like her outfit.
Third baseman and retired Indianapolis firefighter, and thank you for that,
Yeah.
Vicki Moore.
Yeah, Vicky.
Two-time All Big Ten, two-time All-American, two-time academic All-American, led the nation in hitting her sophomore year, Carleen Moore.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Look at this crew. Yeah, we gotta get on that.
Academic All Big Ten, pitcher, Roxy Refix White. Coach, you know, there's a reason, and you just touched on it. There's a reason you were so good. We got 1 million academic All-Americans in All Big Ten here, okay? I worked for a coach who used to say, dumb guys get you beat, and dumb guys get you fired. He's exactly right, okay? All right, and I coached college football for a long time. He's right. Dumb guys get you fired. Smart guys get you rings.
That's right.
Congratulations to all these ladies. One last time.
What path did life take you on after your playing days ended?
Well, you ask them, all of us, each one.
Whoever wants to answer.
So for me, I moved down to Texas and got married and had my son shortly after, and started working in physical therapy as a physical therapy aide, and just had a great time down there. And then my husband at the time was in the Air Force and got transferred to Desert Storm. So while he was gone, I went home to California and pretty much stayed in California from there on because he came back and got out of the military.
Very cool.
Started a family.
Oh, very cool. Y'all want to answer that as well?
Yeah, so I graduated with a degree in business, and I took a job with Westinghouse in HR management. And 6 months in, I knew that was not for me. Went to grad school, majored in health science. While I was there, I took a job with them and became an instructor at Ball State in health science, and I helped coach the softball team. And Pam Lee was an assistant coach at that time.
That's awesome. That's really
So
sweet.
that was very fun. From there, so I taught at Ball State for a couple years and then transferred into applied health science. And I'm a clinical laboratory scientist. I work in hospitals. Presently, I'm at the hospital in Greenfield. I have 2 children. They're now 23 and 21. And so I was blessed with my experience after college.
Very cool. You've gotten to do it all.
Yeah.
And what about you?
From Michigan, I went back to Michigan, got a job up there. My parents wanted to move out, so I moved out. They did. Time for you to go. I started playing competitive slow pitch softball. I played for many, many years competitive. So worked same job in inventory management for 15. Won a world tournament in slow pitch, national tournaments, state tournaments in slow pitch, both with co-ed and women's. So I just traveled around playing softball. Lived in Georgia for 10 years. Worked for a catering company and a power sports business and a Jeeps business. Moved back home, took a job in inventory management, and I still live there, own a home for the past 8 years.
Very cool. Very cool. That's very inspiring. Is that all? I don't know how many.
Next question.
Okay. I have one question for my own. So I'm assuming y'all gotten to play 4 years at the collegiate level. What is one thing from any of your 3 years outside of the year that y'all went to the World Series do you feel inhibited you guys from being able to go to the World Series that year?
Hang on, ask that question again.
What is one thing from one of the years that you didn't go to the World Series that inhibited?
Oh, I got you.
that you feel like I should be able to mention to my team to help us get to the World Series?
I think hands down for me, it was when Coach Blevins left and went to Iowa. And so where we came in on a certain philosophy and our teamwork that had worked, to lose the head of the program was actually devastating. And so we had to rebound from that. And it took us a while to do that. And clearly, I mean, we did not go back and, your guys' years then were juniors.
Yeah.
And so we didn't ever quite recover and hit that mark while she went on to go to Iowa and turn their program around in 2 years. And they were winning the Big Ten and going to the national championship. So I think that was really the biggest, for me especially, I think that was really the biggest hindrance to us not going back.
I agree, because we were 5, at that point, we were what, we were going into our senior year. Yeah, and there were 5 of us. So us 5 went through the freshman, and then we sophomore went to the World Series, and then all of a sudden our junior year, I mean, we played well, and then our senior year, our foundation, like she said, was Gail. We knew for disciplines, we knew how we're supposed to play. I mean, even though we still played together, you still had that expectation of reaction to play, and you still had that expectation of this is where we're going to land on ball and what your role was. It was more, you understood it a little bit better. So yeah, I agree with that.
So I would think that I would encourage you to take from that, like maybe you lose a player to injury or the transfer portal, the team is a whole, and if you lose a part of it, you suffer loss. But then I would encourage you to lean on each other to fill that hole and become something new. It's not going to be exactly the same if you lose somebody, a key person. For us, it was our coach, and so if something like that were to happen, I would encourage you to find something new, build something new.
That's really good to hear. I know this team is a pretty young team. Only a few people have kind of seen the Big Ten play, and so that's really good to hear that leaning on each other is what's going to help us go forward.
Absolutely. Big Ten play, I didn't have a pitcher in high school that threw the ball other than straight. So yeah, it was quite an adjustment. So yeah, absolutely. And what helped through was we were together, and then the upperclassmen pulled us in like we were part of the team and helped us along. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, in the Bible it says, and it tells you that, lean on each other, and when one falls, everyone comes around and picks them up.
Absolutely.
And when you don't have that for your fall and somebody to come and pick you up, you can't go on, and it really it will hinder your team. So always work together.
I love that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank y'all so much. It's such an honor to be here.
Oh, an honor to be here.
It's an honor to be
For
no,
sure.
yeah.
Thank you.
And somebody said you guys put this, and you play softball, but you gave your weekend to us
Absolutely.
to help
Yes, you
celebrate us and to go out and play games with us and support to us as well.
Yeah.
And this makes us happy because we paved the way, but it should give you guys excitement that this is 40 years ago, right? I mean, this is 40 years ago. We went our separate ways, and here we are. We didn't say, hey, we should be something. Nothing that happened. The program came and said, this is a good group of people that can inspire. And for us to you, it's if you'd seen us last night, but we stuck together. It was just like nothing happened. I mean,
You hadn't lost any time.
we had, yeah, Pam said that. We didn't Gloria said we hadn't lost any time. I mean, Roxy we were buds together, we were roommates. Roxy, myself, and then Margie the next year, but we're buds with our managers. I mean, we loved each other.
Yeah.
We loved each other. We'd do anything for each other.
Yeah.
We're definitely a family, and this is just another memory in our hearts and in our book.
Yeah.
To keep this and remember this.
So,
We went through a lot. We went through hard times.
Sure.
We went through hard times. I mean, practices were difficult, and when we didn't play well, we learned how to play well after that. In so many words.
That's right.
yeah.
I don't know how to say
This is a
that.
family show, right?
I know. Are you gonna add it? Please add it. Edit Tammy completely out. That would be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got Fox not interviewing.
So take those moments.
Yeah.
That's right.
Take those
Cherish
moments to
everything.
reflect. You know, because it goes fast.
It does. It does.
Take those moments and acknowledge and appreciate what you have with these people.
Yes.
And then, this is the important part, go tell them.
Yeah.
Go tell them.
That's huge.
As a pitcher, I could throw anything in the strike zone, and I had these two and Carlene in the outfield. I didn't care what I threw. I knew it was going to get caught. And the comfort, I know you're a pitcher, that comfort is just amazing to know that whatever you do, they've got your back. And our defense was stellar.
Absolutely.
It was absolutely stellar.
That's
So
awesome.
trust in your team.
It's huge.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, so my question is, as a senior this year, and it being my last year, any advice that you guys have, either from your senior year or just something you wish you would have done to leave your lasting impact on the program?
My thought is make the most of it. Do anything and everything you can, because this is your last chance to make the most of this career that you've chosen here at Indiana University. And it's not bad to end on a good note, you know, maybe with the national championship.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, and go all the way to the end. Like, don't give up, you know, even if you're in the middle of the season, you're having a bad day or whatever. Like, don't give up. You think the team's not going to make it to postseason, which it won't happen, I'm sure. But go strong, finish strong.
Yeah, live in the moment. Take it day by day. Give it your all, you know. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Who had the best walk-up song?
What's a walk-up song?
What's a walk-up song? Yeah.
We didn't have walk-up songs.
I'm not sure we had, what do you call it, any audio.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't have any.
No, not at the beginning. My father, Vicky's father, and Pam Craig's father hand-built our first PA stadium. It was a box. On
Press
top of
box.
the press box on top of the bleachers.
For sure, a strong wind.
So that the scorekeeper could have place out of the rain and snow.
So their pencil could not get
Right,
wet.
but no, we did not have music, we did not have a walk-up song. Wow. Yeah.
But we do have something else.
Oh yeah, we do have something else.
We didn't need a walk-up song.
And then if you had one of the funniest moments or the funniest player on your team that you can remember, what can you come back to and think of, or one that really sticks with you?
Okay, I'm going to nominate our manager, Julie Haddon. We were at practice, and she was in the outfield, and Gail was trying to tell her hey, she had the ball up, and we were doing running, do you remember, to drop the ball, and Gail kept going, put the ball down on the ground. So Julie would have the ball, and she would have it in her hands and just go like this. And she's like, no, drop the ball. And she'd take the ball and we couldn't stop laughing, and we all ran more.
And will that remind,
Yeah, that reminds me of it. Well, first of all, the funniest person on the team when I played was this one over here. And that, I think everyone would agree on. But I remember a funny, not funny story. We had a little trouble bunting one game. And so the next practice we had to bunt, and if you didn't get it down, the whole team did 10 push-ups or whatever. So we did a lot of push-ups that day. I mean, we didn't get the bunt down very well, and very much. But then we played at Ohio State, everybody was just like looking at each other, and we're warming up, and we're like, is everyone else really sore? We're like, yeah, I mean, we could barely move.
but I think we won.
We got our bunts down too.
Nice. Pay off. Yeah, pay off. I mean,
For sure.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, we good?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. My first question for y'all is, what did playing softball here teach you that you've carried into your lives? They can edit out the pauses. It's okay.
Okay.
Really about commitment and follow through with things that you say that you're going to do, and our ability as a team to support one another was huge.
I would piggyback on that, like when things are really hard and rough, and kind of what Coach is talking about, because I had some really rough times in terms of not playing as well as I thought I needed to be playing, but having people around you that didn't let you stay in that and picked you up and challenged you.
I would offer up perseverance. The times that I had here, some of them were very challenging emotionally, and didn't always like being here. But the perseverance, trusting the coaches to do their thing, you got to trust the process. And that life lesson, those challenging times here were nothing compared to some challenges in life.
When I came to Indiana, I was coached by the best, and I really wanted to be a coach, and so I learned how to coach and how to motivate people. And so my career that followed that was being a coach and also a physical therapist, where you help people overcome pain and taking the next step and how to work through that. So I think motivation, how to be a motivator and how to get the best out of people.
Those are great answers. I think they'll all appreciate that too as freshmen. My next question, we have one of our freshman catchers in here, but I also want to hear this. As a catcher, like, what is the biggest thing that you would say you need to lead your field or lead your team of, we have now 22 players, so.
Sure. You might as well you're first. Okay. For me, and we were just joking about, being super loud, and it's not really how I look at it. You're the steady person. You need to remain calm. You need to support and pick up your teammates when they are struggling. Even if you're struggling, you put on that face and you go out. You do have to ask them for help, but the most part, you're there to lift them up.
They're the ones you see. Right? They see you. And I think when you're struggling the most is when you have to show the most perseverance, right? And just the most, I'm here and this is the game. And if I'm playing not well, but my game at this moment is defense and leading this team. And I think how you show up there helps them to be able to let it go also. I think that's hugely important.
I played center field and I could hardly even see the catcher.
I just knew majority of her catchers.
We had a good laugh though anyway, so.
Where's center field?
So I don't have a lot to contribute to that one.
Well, we do have an outfielder in here if you want to give some outfield advice for her. Center field beats the outfield.
Nothing goes through. Nothing goes through, no matter what. You got to just lay it out there.
I was a freshman catcher and I was a walk-on, and so Gail expected the same out of everybody, no matter what age you were. And I was a very shy person, and so Gail had me practice yelling directions to the team, like, louder, Pam. Okay, everybody go this way. So that's how you get your coaching voice. But it was fake it till you make it, right? Fake it till you make it, and you just act confident, and you show the team that you're confident, and even if you're feeling something different inside, you can still affect the team by being positive and leading the team. So lead the team even if you're a freshman.
Yeah. How many questions am I allowed?
3 or 4.
All right, so this is 3. Okay. I'll end with a fun one then. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Okay. Did you guys do walk-up songs?
No.
Oh no. Okay, so
pick our song.
Yeah, so my question is, if you could pick a walk-up song, what would it be? And do you have a reason for it?
Mine would be "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go."
Oh.
It's true. It's happy. Come on, people.
Actually, then you just got me so happy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so might be happy.
Can't even think of one.
I couldn't either. I was thinking the time frame. Yeah.
But I can see burgers.
There was a lot of Boy George going on then.
Burger and I were in Italy last year, and we're staying at this swank hotel, and she comes with this little espresso cup. What?
Was it Demi Cup?
Well, it was
I don't know, but she's holding it like this. Very first thing in the morning, she was so excited. So I can see where that one fits you.
It works.
I like Katrina and the Waves.
Walking
Walking
on
on
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Walking on Sunshine. Walking on Sunshine. I know, I don't have one.
Ideas. What are, do you guys want to say yours?
Yeah.
Mine's courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
I like.
Where are you from, girl?
Southern Indiana.
All right, I probably wouldn't pick that.
My pitching one is Circus by Britney Spears.
You're pitching one like you have a hitting one?
Yeah, I don't have a hitting one.
So I don't want you to say that back.
But they don't know that I don't hit. I had to differentiate.
Alright, how are you guys?
I like that.
Mine is Chelsea a Dagger. Have you guys ever been to like a fuel game or anything? Like a hockey game? I don't think you have.
Oh, you've been to a hockey game?
Yeah, it's just like when they score, it's like a little theme song thing that they do, so that's that one.
Jada.
Mine is On the Floor. I actually don't know who made it.
Jennifer Lopez. Thank you.
But
Cool. Give me an inspiration.
No, I'll just take Hard Sun by Eddie Vedder.
Alright, we'll take that. We'll take it. Any final words that you want to say for any of us, piece of advice, anything you wanted to talk about that you didn't get to?
I'm going to tag on what Carlene said. You know, you're going to go through a lot of things, playing as a team, individually. You have to make yourself as healthy as you possibly can, and that will allow you to be the best person for your teammates. So focus on you too.
I would say for freshmen, you too, but freshmen, there's a lot more to life than softball. And yeah, I just said that. And I don't get to your senior year and wish that you would have experienced some things on campus or some things with friends or, yeah, it's important, but life's important. And find things that make you happy, because when you show up on the field, then you're refueled and you're ready to go. Because there will be things that happen.
I would just have to say, enjoy every moment. It goes by quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's gone, it's gone. You never quite get that feeling back, no matter how hard you try.
Yep, and be proud of the name on the front of your shirt. It's really important to pull together, and it helps hold these teams together. And you just represent us, represent you, and really make the most of it. Yeah.
I would say one final thing is find a way to get our numbers, emails, whatever. Because if we can't be here, and you're like, man, I wish I knew what, or I wish I could talk to somebody that's not in the space, reach out.
Yeah.
Like, how cool would it have been?
Shonda has all of our addresses, emails, everything.
Reach
yeah.
out.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Well, Ann, Gail, thank you for coming back. It's always a pleasure for you guys to return to Bloomington and have you here. Get to sit with the first coach to take us to the Women's College World Series and the next coach to continue that legacy. And when you look back, you wore multiple hats, but the mission was always the same. You empowered young women through sport. So take us back to the infancy when it all started and what that looked like here at IU.
It was really a very exciting time. I came through an era where I had no sports in high school. I played a little bit in college, but getting the job at Indiana was just a dream. And Leanne Grotke was here at that point. And so I think maybe I might have been her second hire. She had an athletic trainer before I was hired. And you're right, I did wear many hats because they didn't have many positions, so why not do a lot? And I felt like it was my opportunity to do the things I've always wanted to do but never had a chance. So it was exciting, and scholarships came into being shortly after I became head coach. And Diane Stevenson was the first recruit from Indiana to receive a full scholarship in any sport. So that was my honor as well.
Amazing. It was fun. So from one Hall of Fame coach to another Hall of Fame coach to Diane, a third Hall of Fame coach. I see a trend there. Hopefully I'll be the next, right?
You will be the next.
So appreciate that. Thank you. About you too. Gail, when you look back on your time, right, you had the opportunity to be an assistant under Ann. and then carry that light. She passed the baton. You know, what would you say some of the challenges were? Because it started to explode, women's athletics. So she took us from the infancy, started to arrive a little bit, you know, under you. But what would you say were the exciting moments, and then also maybe some challenges?
Well, I think that it was. I was honored to be Ann's assistant and to be a part of that journey. And you know, you learn so much about the whole team in the program. And so the next year, the program split off, or the volleyball and softball position split off, and Ann stayed with volleyball, and I moved into the softball role. And it was a very early time. Women played, I think, for all the right reasons. I mean, they loved the sport, they loved competing, and they loved the opportunity to represent just an outstanding university in Indiana. Was it challenging? Sure. I mean, we worked on a very slim budget, which was very normal then. But you know, you did it because you just loved playing, and for the athletes, that was the number one thing. So being a part of a team, something that they can look back now and celebrate, it just was a great honor.
It's amazing. You know, when you sit here today and you have a chance to interact, you know, with Team 13 and Team 53, I mean, that's tremendous history when you look at it, and you all have passed that baton for us to reap the benefits. And so, you know, what does that feel like? Just maybe the spirit of the women that you've coached and what you remembered about their spirit, and now seeing them as women, and then seeing our young women and what you kind of hope for them, having the opportunity to rep Indiana. You know, what do you think about that spirit of the women that have come through here at IU? You both could answer that if you'd like. Yeah, go ahead, Ann.
Well, I've just been really impressed with Gail's 86 team, because you don't see them for a long time, and then you find out about all the accomplishments they have garnered throughout their lives, and raising families and having these really important jobs and achievements, and then talking with your students tonight, and I aspire to be a veterinarian, and I want to go to emergency room vet, and I'm going into the FBI, and all these things. And I had shown Gail a poem, Dr. Seuss, think of all the places you can go, and great book. Yes, and so they're living it. Yeah, for sure.
They sure are.
Yeah, and the Team 13 lives vicariously through your team too. You know, they do. They really enjoy the women that are here now. And we, just like last year when I had a chance to see you over at Iowa in the Big Ten Championship game, you know, you want so badly for you all to be as successful as you can be, and like you do it the right way with your women.
Thank you.
And that's something that, you know, allows us to be very supportive and allows us to wish for nothing but the best for your program.
Knowing what you know now, if you're sitting at Andy Moore Field and you're in the dugout, you know, what would you say to the young women before they take the field? You know, what would be the battle cry, or the signature dish, or the one message that you would want those young women, when they take the field, to take it with?
I would say remember why you play. Remember your why, because your why drives everything. It gives you passion and purpose, and every day you go out, even on the days that are hard, you know, maybe it's a tough practice or a tough strength training program, whatever it might be, if you remember why you play, it just drives you with such purpose and such energy that you withstand everything that gets thrown at you. And I think that's so very important.
It is. Dan?
Team is very important, and they joined the Indiana University team, the whole school, and so when you go out there, you're carrying the whole university on your shoulders. Wear it proudly and make it proud.
That's great. Things continue to change. It's an ever-changing landscape, climate. It may be different battles, but there probably is some consistency in terms of maybe what you battled back in the late 70s and into the 80s and 90s, right? You know, we're talking Hall of Fame coaches here. We're talking over 1,200 wins, you know, like amazing stuff that has gone into that. But, you know, what would you say when you look at the thread and where college athletics is now? It's exciting times, but there's also some challenges. So, what, you know, are there some common themes that you see?
I believe so. If it's all right for me to move towards my last coaching experience too. Dr. Christine Grant was my boss, and she always talked about having solutions. There are going to be challenges and problems or difficulties along the way. So when I would go into her, she taught me very quickly that come in with a solution. And so I know that's what you work constantly at. How do we get this done? How do we move the NIL? You know, how do we do all the things that are part of that landscape now? And it's a different landscape, and you need support, and that's a critical part of your success, and allows your women to feel valued, and that's real important for them.
It is. Anything you'd like to add with that, Ann?
Well, what Gail said for sure, but there are always challenges in life, and that's how we grow. And that's what life is all about. So don't just complain, come with a solution. So
Yes.
there you go.
It's easy to be a problem spotter, right? We
Yeah,
want to be
right.
problem solvers, and you guys are the best
Problem solver.
at that. You know, when I thought of you guys, I wrote something down from the first pitch, Coach In, with the championship run. It led to Coach Blevins and her story of vision and grit and heart that you both have laid in the foundation. I appreciate you guys paving the generations that followed. Your ceiling became my floor, and I'm proud to stand on your shoulders. And so I just, right now, would like to give you guys a minute if you want to speak to the camera, say anything that's on your heart. But I really value and appreciate your willingness to return and to come back to your roots and to bless us with your time this weekend.
And one thing I would say is that there are lots of programs that do not appreciate all of what has happened prior to. And that's what I most appreciate about you. You're an outstanding coach. I love how you coach. I watched your practice yesterday. I really even appreciate you more because you value everything that has happened prior to your arrival at Indiana, and that became part of you. And so I think that the more young coaches can really appreciate all the experiences that have happened prior to the development of the sport. I mean, softball has grown dramatically
Yes.
here as
Look at this.
in this lovely facility.
You're right.
So it's just nice to have people such as you that really appreciate what people have done prior to you, and that you're working very hard to build upon that. And we're right there with you.
Thank you, Coach.
I grew up in Indiana, and I love coming back. And you inviting us back makes it even more special. And I know every one of the players that came back have loved their experience, and they love coming back every time. And so my time here at Indiana was very special. There's nothing like teaching. You get to influence so many people, touch a lot of hearts, and that's what life's all about.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
50. How in the Clemson underwhelming.